I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Run.
And get him on. The incomparable. Nah, my man Mickey Factz. Mickey Factz was good.
Schmicky was good, baby. Was good. Mickey was good.
What up? What up?
Jersey, what's up, baby? Where Polo at? Where you at?
Yeah, we got it.
Polo's
Polo's supposed to be calling in and shit like real quick, man. Polo just hit me. Word.
Mickey, we ain't gonna play no games.
Was good though.
Mickey, we ain't gonna play no games, right? So what's up? I had no idea what was going on with your back and forth on Twitter. I somehow at the same time I had made my post about I personally think Black Ice Cartel is dead. Just my opinion. I don't really think they have impactful battles, whatever. But your back and forth with Jon Dough, what is this all about? I'm confused. Ain't no disrespect to Jon Dough. I just see a lot of times cats be talking about, it don't really be Jon Dough either. It just be other battlers. They be saying that he be feeling like people take his style and what he's done, and he get mad about it. So he'll call up the league owner or whoever's editing the battles like, yo, why you biting my style, putting the sound effects, putting the visual effects on the battles. And I've heard it multiple times. And I'm like, I let it rock for a couple, I'm not the security guard of battle rap. But for you to say that you invented it and you came up with it, like that's when I had to step in. After a while, I was like, all right, you got to chill. You didn't come up with this idea. Like, everybody knows Black Ice Cartel, Battle America did it first. Seneca Casing. When you see Hitman and Goods, you hear the heartbeat. You hear the shot clock with Goods when he's rhyming. When they rhyming, you see the visual effect of their names come up. You hear the gunshot for Rex and Young Ill. That battle was at 4 million views. So, like, to say that you came up with something and you don't want somebody else to use it is a little crazy, because then Smack could come on and be like, listen, I don't want y'all Milwaukee niggas filming no more battles, because everything came out in Harlem and the Bronx. Like, that could happen. Like, it's like, all right, what are you filming? What are you filming battles for? What are you filming battles for? When I was coming up, 01, 02, 03, I ain't know no Milwaukee battler. I didn't know about no Milwaukee league. There was no such thing. So it's like, why are you trying to impose your feelings on other league owners in terms of what they want to put if some fans can't catch specific punchlines or bars? You don't own the copyright to put bombs and this and that on something, because you wasn't even the first person to do it. And the first person to do it don't even care. They don't even care. Now, it's a situation where Black Ice and, not Black Ice, pardon me, if Jon Dough wants that credit, that he's consistently done it in every battle, he's the first one to consistently do it in every battle after every hot punchline, bet you can have that, my nigga. And if you feel like niggas took that from you, bet you can have that. But you did not, I repeat, you did not invent the sound effect or the visual effect on a battle. It did not come from you. That's Seneca Casing. And that's fact. Jon Dough's first video went up November 2012. It was a cipher. Battle America first battle went up a year prior. And that was the first time niggas heard a gunshot when my man Rex said, Hammers is on deck when the plane tickets is paid for and we ain't fly here. Pow! Niggas was like, oh, we ready now. We ready for this battle now. What's up?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's like, wait, why are you mad at John for having sound effects on his shit? But you took that from my man's in there. So I'm confused. But I from behind the scenes, I hear he be wilding on niggas like he invented it. You ain't invented, fam. Same way you ain't invent battle rap, but you out here filming with your camera. And shout out to Jon Dough, because what I feel, I don't have the same opinion as Drizzy Dre. I think he has done some great battles. You know what I'm saying? I think he has put on for the culture. He's added a little seasoning to the culture by adding special effects to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. Do what you do. You know, you gave us Arsenal and QP. You gave us Clips and JC. Even this new QP versus NWX. I'm not mad at it. I enjoy it. But don't run around telling niggas they can't put sound effects and special effects on their stuff. Like, that's ridiculous and that's retarded.
It sounds crazy as you're saying it, bro. I'm gonna keep it dead real. It sounds crazy. You saying it like
and
that,
nobody,
like.
And nobody's saying nothing. Like, it's like when I seen a video with Jon and Don and ARP talking about, yo, he calling niggas like, yo, you biting my style. Like, fam, what are you talking about? You didn't come up with it. And I've done business with Jon Dough. I did my first battle on Black Ice Cartel, so I ain't got no issues with him on a personal level. My issue is you can't be bullying people talking about you taking your style. You didn't make up the style. You didn't make up the style, fam. How you gonna bark on a nigga for allegedly taking your style and you took it from somebody else? That don't even sound right. That sounds crazy to me. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm bugging.
I mean, okay, because I mean, if I had a chance to talk to Jon, I'd be like, what exactly do you feel like is your style? It can't be like editing videos can't be your style. Like that whole thing can't be your style. Like if they say, okay, he stole this thing, like he make a certain sound effect or He got it's a certain thing that he does at the end of the second round, like, I don't know, anything, right? Like, and people started doing that. Okay, cool. I get it. But it's not like he's narrowing this shit down. It just seemed like it's like, okay, now you making it's a horn here, so that's my shit. Like, what do you mean? That's the part that throws me for a loop.
Right, but even so, let's just say Jon Dough had a miraculous epiphany that he didn't watch Seneca Casey, even though it's at 4 million views. He never watched that battle. And he did the sound effects and he did the visual effects. I personally believe, because I've listened to Seneca Casey's interviews, he said he was inspired by Smack. Don DeMarco started doing the Don DeMarco in 2011. 2012. So he was inspired by that, and I'm pretty sure that Jon Dough was watching Smack when niggas was saying Don DeMarco, that after a punchline. Now, it wasn't recorded audio, but it was still after a punchline. Whenever something hot comes up, you hear Don DeMarco, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, no facts.
And this is not no shots at Jon Dough, because I love what he does. I think what he does is incredible. But I have a personal gripe, and I know it's a lot of people who feel the same way. Why are you barking on the next man for trying to expand their brand because you feel like you created something you didn't create? Like, you did not create it. If he created it, I'd be championing Jon Dough right now, waving my jersey in the air like, what's good? Yes, Jon Dough started it, he created it. Nah, nigga, you ain't started, B. You ain't started. Like, I'm not here for that, B. Like, no. I'm just not. That's just not something I'm here to do. Like, we all say Chilla's the one who came up with schemes, but there was people who were scheming before Chilla. It's just that he was doing it more often. So when people refer to Chilla, and Chilla knows that Chilla my brother, so he knows this. Mook was the first one to do the scheme. But it's just that people know Chilla for doing schemes, but Mook was the first one to do the scheme. But we don't take that away from Mook. We still give props to Chilla. I'm still giving props to Jon Dough, but Chilla would never say he invented schemes. You would never hear Chilla say that because he knows I didn't invent it. It was another nigga who did it. And that's my issue with Jon Dough imposing his authority, his power on the smaller leagues, ARP and Jon Dough.
But Mickey, do you think there's some sort of motive behind him doing that? Is it because maybe Black Ice, the cartel, isn't in the light that some of these other leagues are, so he's trying to hold on to that? Like, do you feel like there's another motive behind it, or he's?
I can see that. I can see that because they in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? It's not a heavy market for battle rap. It's like maybe I wouldn't even say it's secondary. It's like a third market, and that's no disrespect to Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee, but they not like he might feel like he's slighted. Like, yo, man, like, I'm putting out quality material, great camera work, great angles. I got some dope battles that added to the culture. I added some extra innovative things to the culture in terms of multiple sound effects and visual effects to the game. I should be revered a little bit more. And on that note, I respect him for that because he should be honored for what he's bringing to the table. My gripe is you didn't invent it, man. Like, that's my only thing. Stop running around saying you invented it. You did not invent it. You didn't invent it. And for whatever reason, and you know, and y'all seen the Twitter exchange, for whatever reason, he was pumped about, yo, I'm in Florida, kick back, feet up. I'm like, yo.
It got personal. Yeah. He definitely tried to be personal, though.
Yo, I traveled.
Yeah, he tried to stun on you a little bit. Just a little bit.
Like, I could mail out my passport right now. There's so many stamps on it. I could mail it back, and niggas is, yo, fam, we got to send this back to you. Like, I could stunt, but I don't result to things like that. So when he said he was in Florida, It was like, oh, all right, you in Florida. All right, bet. Niggas did Florida when they was 20, 21. That's light. That's light. I'd have been to Japan, China, Australia, Africa. So when I seen that, I was like, that's cute. You cute right now. You cute.
Right.
I'm out here getting money. I'm not playing that game. But that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, bruh, you didn't invent it, bro. That's it. That's really it. Dude. Like, you know, ain't no knock to him. That's the homie. He a black man. He getting his money. He putting on for the culture. Don't talk crazy like you invented it, bro. And stop running up on smaller leagues. Don't put no fire. Shout the Ball Hog Battle League. Why you putting fire on your battle after a performance? Because they want to. They want to do that.
Oh shit!
Like, come on, B.
The more this shit sound like this shit sound crazy, bruh. I don't know, man. We gotta at least narrow down what you like. What are you saying is your style necessarily? Although I will say he's a like what, second best. I mean, I think Avocado's clearly first. You know,
Avocado's definitely the best.
Clearly, and I think URL could use Jon Dough right now. I don't know. Whatever.
Nah, come on. Just saying. I don't want to watch Tay-Rock and Hollow and see fire coming. Like, nah, come on, man.
Well, I mean, even if he dials that back, I still think he has good. There's good quality to his production and shit. Like, I still think Black Ice is better quality wise than URL is. Like, I think so.
He shoots with a great camera. His camera work is incredible. You know, I like his editing. I'm not mad at his editing, man. Like, that Black Lives Matter bar that Clean Paper said, it hit hard, but it wouldn't have hit as hard without that gunshot. I'm sorry. Could you imagine the buckle up with a gunshot? Oh, my God.
Yo.
You know what, Mickey? Man, we got you here. You know, we don't get you up here too often, so I gotta. This thing's going on. I gotta touch base with you on. So, where there's a Polo, I don't know where Polo at, man. But okay, there's a vibe with Jon Dough. Jon Dough coming at Norbs basically over his handling of the PGs, and Jon is saying that they're the best talent from the PGs. He actually gave Norbs. Norbs didn't do much talent thinking. And this is something I previously heard from you. You know, I've heard you say you found, you know, this guy and that guy. So he's going in basically saying Norbs don't really do nothing for the PGs outside of getting deposits to go see battles. You know, I mean, what is your take on this? He went in. It's 45 minutes long. I mean, what is your take on who's doing the real talent searching? You know, who's doing what? What's really going on? Okay. Because I've heard you say things before.
Yes. Let's get to the bottom of this. First of all, shout out to Jon the Dog. Second of all, shout out to my man Norbs. If we're gonna keep it real, Norbs reached out to Jon the Dog and B Magic for PG. So those two guys were found by Norbs. Clean Paper was found by Norbs. And anybody that was in that 2011 class was found by Norbs. I joined the URL scouting after Gnome 1. And I remember, I'll never forget this. I remember Norbs texting me, asking me, yo, what you think about Chilla Jones? He sent me a link. I'll never forget this. What do you think about Chilla Jones? And I watched Chilla Jones versus Interstate Flames. And from that, I saw it one time. I said, this motherfucker is nice. We need him on the PGs. I DM'd Chilla Jones immediately. Like, I didn't even let Norbs reach out to him. I DM'd him immediately. And I said, I want you in the PGs. And Chilla Jones was tagged on something recently today, actually. Who recruited you? Was it Jon Dough or was it Norbs? Chilla's response was it was Mickey Factz. That was his response. And I gave Norbs the credit still that we found him, because he did send me the link. The same way I sent him the Big K link. This white boy, Big K. And that's how we found Big K. Not to call him quote unquote a white boy, but yo, check out Big K. I found Gutter in 2012. Y'all just now hearing about Gutter when he battled Jonah, but I had found him in 2012. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we were finding ill motherfucking talent back in that time frame. Now, let's not get it confused. I'm not saying that Jon probably didn't pass on some names to Norbs, and Norbs may have passed it on to me. I can't confirm or deny that, but what I can confirm, a lot of those names in 2011, 2012, I found Tone Montana. That was me. I found him in Atlanta when I hosted him versus Super Rider, because Norbs found Super Rider.
Wow. Okay.
Montana. You know what I'm saying? He found Super Rider.
This is why we need all the sizes of shit, because you said Chilla. It was like the text message from you to Norbs and all that, and that's how Chilla happens. Like, he brought up Danger Zone, he brought up T-Top, he brought up Briz. I remember him battling T-Top and being that he was in the area in the South and shit like that too. So, like, what about these other names that you mentioned? Because he kind of was trying to say, like, look, I would be able to develop talent better than you. Like, how many niggas wouldn't want me running the PGs as a person out of this shit who was that dude?
Right. Now, I can't confirm,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't confirm or deny T-Top and Briz because I wasn't in the South, and I stopped working with URL in 2013. But 2012, like we found, me and Norbs found ill will, bro. Like, that's not even debatable. We found Johnny Alcatraz. You know what I'm saying? Like, we found everybody that's hot from 2011 to 2013. Me and Norbs pretty much found them. Like, Danger Zone, I think Jon might have found Danger Zone. I think he actually might have found Danger Zone. But Big K, that was me. That was all.
Yeah.
Because I would just be searching for battles. Like, I would just be searching for battles. I was like, yo, no, check out Big K. Check this guy out. What you think of this guy? And he was like, this guy's incredible. PG with him versus 7:30, because I had battled 7:30 like maybe 7-8 years ago. So like that was all me. I think Norbs found Rosenberg. He had found Rosenberg early 2011. He had found Bricks. You know what I'm saying? He brung Jon over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when they started doing, you know, and this is no knock to the next guys I'm about to name, but when they started doing Anubis and all of them niggas, like, I am gonna do with that.
Yeah.
That wasn't my.
Why you did your best? You did your best to make it not sound like a diss, but it still sounded like a diss, my nigga. Like, it might be even worse that you did it like that. Like when they got to like Anubis in them. Like, when somebody say in them, because that's like 11 other niggas. Like, he just added to in them. Like, that's kind of fucked up. But
I had nothing to do with that. But you know, Norbs did. I mean, maybe it was Jon who brought Briz and T-Top. I know Norbs found Chess. I remember Norbs finding Chess. You know what I'm saying? He found Jonah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Joe, so like all that Joe and franchise and that stuff, like that ain't me. Don't put that on me. But from now on, like,
wait, so what you mean you're not a fan? What you mean you're not a fan of that? What do you mean? Let's get to that.
That's not really my style. Like, shout to Joe, like, you know, whatever you do, but that's not my style. When you be saying every line, like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Every line. Right? Well, just because you punch every line, you hot? No, that's not hot. At least to me, that ain't hot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he got lucky. You know, Joe actually got lucky because now that I'm back in doing the PGs with Norbs, we doing this combine thing. Like, if Joe would have came into the combine, like, he probably wouldn't have made it to the stage. He's the last.
Explain that to me. Explain this combine to me, please.
Yeah, I don't. What do you mean?
So the combine is gonna be basically what me and Norbs did back in 2011, 2012, when we would go and look at smaller leagues, and me and him would go back and forth together about the smaller leagues. But now we're doing it in the open. We're going to send out invitations to leagues to bring their battlers to a combine to battle. So you have to have at least 10 rounds on deck, and y'all gonna battle each other. And if you impress us, you move to the next round. And I'm gonna be there to make sure I don't hear no carbon copy, I don't want to hear no duplicate. I want to hear something fresh. On top of, not only that, I'm gonna interview them. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna interview them. And then I'm going to see how they interact with the crowd, with other battlers, and I'm also going to judge you how you dress. I'm not trying to, like, if they going to put me onto the URL.
Oh, come on, Mick. Come on, Mick.
Yo.
You doing it it's like that?
Yo, we trying to create stars. Telling Tony, bro, I listen to y'all show. Y'all want stars, right? Y'all want niggas that come in nice already. We got to put them through the gauntlet. Let me, you know what, I like this.
So you saying niggas got it too easy right now? Basically, what you saying is that niggas got it too easy, and how? Like, let's get to it, man, because that's what it kind of sounds like. Like we've lost something here, that y'all trying to build, you know what I mean, something different. Like, what is it? Is it too easy now? Like,
hey, it ain't enough money to pay me. It ain't enough money to pay me to get a PG, baby. You gotta impress me.
Oh,
and if you don't like what I gotta say, you start rhyming right then and there. I'll smoke you right there.
I like that.
Wow.
That's what I'm on.
I like that. I've been saying niggas should have to win something to get on URL. I've been saying.
I don't want to hear. Right. I don't want to listen. It's not up to the Tony Bros and the Drizzies and the Polos and the Angry fans to sit there and listen to see if this nigga's hot or not. That's not your job. That's my job. Let me hear you rhyme 15 times before the world hear you rhyme. Because once I co-sign you, that's it. You damn, nigga, that's it. You ain't nothing else to talk about. You hot because I said you was hot. But that's because I seen you rhyme mad times. Y'all don't need to see these guys 50, 60 times before y'all say, okay, he's hot.
No. Exactly.
Listen. I ain't got nothing against Joe personally, but fam, like that kid, like he needs work. He needs work. I'm gonna be all the way tall. He needs work. He ain't no rapper.
Wow.
When Snake Eyes be up here talking about it, he mad and hating on Snake Eyes. I shouldn't be mad at him. He's telling the truth. That ain't no rapper. That's not a rapper, B. That's a dude that heard some bars from Conceited, probably B Magic, probably Bricks Belvedere, probably Luciano Crack. Went and copied what he heard. He said, all right, I could do this. And it ain't nothing to it. Every bar.
That's one of the problems. Niggas feel like they can just watch a few battles and they could do it now. That's the problem with this shit, too. Everybody feels like they can battle now.
And then he's beating guys that is not crazy, which is building his ego up. Is franchise really that crazy? For him to be talking crazy? No,
absolutely not.
It's home. Like, you know, for him to talk crazy to Jack Boy is like, wait, time out. Jack Boy raps. He might not win, but he can rap.
Right.
You can't rap. You just put punchlines together and it sound cute. I'm gonna hang a battle YK. Stand in front of YK. Stand in front of somebody who lost twice. I want to see you. I want to see you stand in front of YK. You do that nice, right? I'm a bar his life away. I'm gonna write. No, nobody cares about that no more, B. Can you rap, B? And it's these fans, man. Gotta let these fans hype every bar like they never heard it before. Like, it's just like, wait, what are y'all doing, B? What are y'all doing? Why y'all letting this happen? I don't know, B. But I'm here. We're cutting all of this out.
Polo, what up, bro?
Yeah,
that's my
man.
man.
Look,
That's my
what's up, man?
What
you talking about, man?
You talking about
Man,
that encyclopedia rap. What's up?
You gotta make you facts on him, bro.
Oh, what's good? My nigga Mickey, what's good?
What's good, King? How you?
Ain't shit, man. Let's get into it.
Listen, man. Yo, so Mickey said that these niggas ain't rappers, man. He said what you said, nigga, ain't no rappers. Like, niggas need training, man. Getting on Joe franchise, like you know what I'm saying, some of the new talent and shit. Like, he kind of feel like niggas need to go through the ringer a little bit, man. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
I agree. I feel like all these new niggas, man, they got it too easy. Like, I feel like it's like no obstacles for these niggas or nothing. They just on the main stage like after one event. I feel like they, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they got it way too easy.
Way too easy. It's too easy for these guys. And then they're not even really that spectacular. And for whatever reason, it just feels like the guys come to the events drunk or tipsy. They come to the event tipsy, like, oh, I'm tipsy, so I'm gonna react to everything. No, I would literally stand on stage and just look at y'all like, y'all niggas is whack. That shit ain't high.
So you agree with Jon when he was saying the whole, like, cause he kind of cleaned Twerk up in that joint. I'm not going, like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I thought, like, he was talking some big shit. You know what I'm saying? But he said that he feel like it's a lot of politics and there's nobody in Twerk's class, and that's why he's at where he's at right now. Like,
I mean, I like.
Would you agree with that?
I like Twerk though. I think Twerk was he had an express mail to the stage, which shouldn't have happened. But I like Twerk though. Like, I think with a little bit more grooming, and I've said this to Twerk in his face. I was like, yo, I think you dope, but you need you rough around the edges. That's why Mike P cleans you up. Mike P cleans you up, bro. Like, I don't care what none of your work. Mike P got Twerk out of here, dude. Come on, man. Let's not do that to them.
Fuck with the Dragon Ball Z shit, man. I feel like Mike P do too much Dragon Ball Z shit, man. He do way too much of that.
I was there live.
Now me and Tom Bro was right there.
Yeah, we was there. We was there for that.
I was in the balcony. There was Netflix executives next to me watching Mike P. Man, he wasn't pumped to Twerk, man. That's all I got to say, man. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo, Mickey be starting, man.
Like, out of all the new niggas, man, Twerk got the glow, though. Like, I feel like the new niggas, none of them got that shit.
Oh, yeah, Twerk got the glow. Twerk
hey, Mick. Hey, Mick, we had a conversation up here the other day with Jon and Cortez, and niggas was talking about how battle rap need a union. Like, they saying the battlers need a union. I feel like the leagues need a union. I don't know. Like, what do you think about niggas, like, no showing and then going to another league and getting a bag, and niggas just choke all 3 rounds and then go to URL and get a bag? Like, what do you think about all that shit? As far as, do you think that niggas need a union, or?
I mean, I've said this for the longest, man. Be a fan of the culture, not of the battler, and not of the league. You got to be a fan of the culture. The only way this culture is going to grow if certain instances and aspects of it grows. You need order. You need a union. You need judges. Like, these things are needed, man. That's only if y'all want to see it grow. If y'all want to see it grow and y'all like where it's at, that's fine. Keep it where it's at. But if you want it to grow and be
something where it's viable, or even the bloggers and everybody else that's involved with it can make a living off of it, and it can become a real life industry, certain steps need to be taken in order for that to happen.
Talking to you. You ready? Talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? Talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you.